It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
Good defense by Cody. Marketing comes out with his 7th rebound, and he jets to the front court, lowers the shoulder, gets to the window, lays it up and in. Beautiful move. What incredible athleticism from the 7-1 Lowry Marketing. Love hands to Cody. Back to Keontae. Angle left 3. Oh, he hit it. Wow, Keontae George. Under duress. He swings through, tries to get a foul, doesn't get it. 5 on the clock. Out to Bailey, back to Key with 3, shoots the 3, and buries it. And talks a little trash to Sammy Merrill going back the other way. Take that, you Battlefield Brave, he says. No, he didn't.
The Utah Jazz beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 123-112. Lowry Marketing, 28 points, 12 rebounds. Keontae George bounces back and goes for 32 points and 9 assists. Nurkic is back in the lineup. He had 17 boards, except for that stretch right at the end of the second quarter when they got outscored 17-2, PK. That was a pretty solid performance by the Jazz, and they overcame even that. So what does that matter?
Well, they shot 44% from 3. So when that happens, you're going to have a lot of success. It's not complicated. When shots go in, you win. And Cleveland is something's wrong. I mean, they've got as many or more losses I think I saw right now than they had until right to the end of the season. I don't follow Cleveland. I don't have any interest in following them. But you just look at them and their record from last year to this year is substantially worse, significantly.
They started off just fine. They were 12-6, and since then it has been a mess. They are 10-13, losing record. Something has definitely happened.
Yeah.
The Jazz also turned the rebounding around after getting out-rebounded dramatically Saturday. They out-rebounded Cleveland 50-30. I think that 20-point margin or 20-rebound margin goes in part to the Jazz, fired up after a terrible performance and looking to bounce back. And to your point about Cleveland, where's the energy? There's something wrong, and they're not rebounding the way they ought to.
Well, when you shoot as well as the Jazz did, there's not going to be as many rebounds. The ball goes in the basket. The game gets like 99% easier.
Okay, but Cleveland shot 41% from 3, while they shot 44,
right.
So that was pretty close to a wash. Well, by one shot, but that doesn't explain one shot. One more made shot doesn't explain 20 rebounds.
I know you like to make it in way more. I mean, you're a basketball guy, and it can't be as simple as making shots. I understand that. You'll always push back when I say it.
Cleveland made one more shot.
I heard you the first time.
The Jazz made one more 3. That wasn't
I heard you the third time.
That wasn't. Those were 2 different points. You weren't listening. There's one more field goal for Cleveland, one more 3 for the Jazz.
Now that's the 4th time.
Now I'm repeating myself.
You can say it as many times as you want. When you make shots, it's about scoring. You can rebound all you want, but if you don't put the ball in the basket, who cares? It's about scoring. When the ball goes, you're not listening.
You think it had anything to do with the Jazz shooting 15 more free throws?
What?
Well, that's where they won the game at the free throw line, 25-13. They were plus 12 and an 11-point win.
If they shot 30% from the 3, they would have lost.
The Jazz are headed to Chicago to take on the Bulls tomorrow night. Tip-off is set for 6 o'clock. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
James Harden passes Shaq for 9th on the all-time scoring list. Clippers beat the Hornets. Harden, 32 points, 10 assists in the win. He's over 28,500. He's at 28,598 points now, so closing in on 30,000.
And the world asks, who cares?
Who cares? Could you have said that Shaq was 9th?
Did I care that Shaq was 9th?
Or do we know who's 7th or 8th? No, we don't. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla frustrated with the officiating in their 98-96 loss to the Pacers. Yes, another one of the teams at the bottom of the League One. He repeated just 2 words, illegal screen, in his post-game press conference to all questions that were asked.
Illegal?
Illegal screen. Pacers pick up win number 9. That is now the worst record in the NBA. 9 wins is the lowest win total. Kings pick up win number 10. They beat the Lakers. And the Jazz, now with that win, are now sitting on 14.
Well, in that Indiana-Boston game, the Celtics only shot 9 free throws, and Indiana shot only 6. So here's your illegal screen, buddy.
You can swallowing the whistle.
Complain about one non-call or whatever you want, but go to the free throw. And you shot your illegal screens. You shot 26% from 3. It's an illegal screen.
The Celtics did, or the Pacers did?
The Celtics did. No, the Pacers shot 43%.
Well, I think he's complaining that they used illegal screens to get open and shoot threes.
And I'm complaining because they shot 26% from 3.
Which is terrible.
This is not a science lab here. Ball goes in the hoop, you stand a better chance to win. I hate to simplify your game because it's your most precious game. I understand that. But when one team shoots 26% and the other team shoots 43% from 3, who's going to win? Duh. I mean, go look at the Laker game. They shot 49% from the floor and 22% from 3. Why in the hell do you keep taking threes? I don't do math well, so figure it out. What did they shoot on the 2s? They shot 49% from the field, only 22% from the 3. But some nerd somewhere says 3 is better than 2. Well, 0 is less than 2. It doesn't make any sense. It literally boggles my mind why these people, 49% from 2, and you can look it up if you don't believe me, 22% from 3, but yet keep firing away because 3 is better than 2.
33 of 48. I looked it up because I was doing the math you asked for. 33 of 48, which is about 70%.
Tell me, why in the world would they keep shooting threes when they're not going in? There are wasted possessions over and over and over. It makes no logical sense to be redundant.
Luka Doncic, 2 of 9. LeBron James, 0 of 5.
And yet they shoot 49%. I'm not a big basketball guy. Fire away. And I don't care about the regular season, what the Lakers do one way or the other. And they're not going to win it all. It's obvious. So they're just going through the motions here of something to do on a winter night. But you're killing your own chances to win by doing that. But yet somebody says you're supposed to do that. The analytics say that. I mean, the analytics are wrong.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
Rodgers tapping his gut, takes the snap. Rodgers, pocket collapsing. Rodgers is going to go down, and the ball is out. Who's got it? Rankins picks it up. He's on the move. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Sheldon Rankins. Rock and roll. On 4th and 5, Rodgers looks it over. Here's the snap. Rodgers in the pocket. Rodgers flinging it downfield and picked off at the 50. Bullock to his left, 40, 35, 30. Bullock, 20. Bullock upended at the sideline, maintains his balance and runs for pay dirt.
Houston Texans, 2 defensive touchdowns in the fourth quarter to break open a close game. It was 10-6 when they got the fumble return touchdown. The pick 6 puts the wrap on a 30-6 win. Houston's off to New England. Pittsburgh is off to figure out what they should do in the offseason. And the Texans play the Pats next week. Find that game very interesting?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Why the hell did you ask?
Whole lot of nothing. Wanted to make sure. Maybe there's something intriguing. You, like most people, like high-scoring games.
Nah.
7-6 going to the third. Maybe you like the fresh blood. Maybe the Texans could get to the AFC title game for the first place.
I just said no. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm still telling you why I thought maybe you did find it interesting. That's why I asked.
I heard you.
23-point fourth quarter, and the Texans move on. So next week, it's the Bills and Broncos Saturday afternoon and the Niners and Seahawks Saturday night. Texans and Patriots Sunday afternoon, followed by the Rams and Bears. So There you go. Meanwhile, Ravens coach John Harbaugh interviewed with the Falcons for the open head coaching position. He's reportedly vetting teams and limiting the amount of interviews he will do. So, who else will he do interviews with? Who else is he waiting to see? If anything comes open, he knows what the field is. Is he stalling a little bit here?
Stalling for what?
Waiting to see if another job comes open.
Oh, okay, but he doesn't have to stall. He can just
Is he
take
going
as
to
long
move
as
to
he wants.
Pittsburgh? Like, if they're going to move on from Tomlin?
That would be crazy to go inside the
I
division,
know.
wouldn't it?
You don't have a quarterback.
Is he waiting for Green Bay? Bum, bum, bum. I mean, really, the jobs that are open, none of them have great quarterback situations, which might be why they lost, which might be why they need new head coaches. And you don't, I wouldn't think you believe in any of the quarterbacks at any of the jobs that are open, do you?
Oh, what's your depth of belief?
Well, I guess you could rank the ones that are the most, but, Jordan Love, you've said not big time.
Well, the
And,
job's
it's
not open.
postseason. I know. That would
He's
be
good.
But if that job
think he's
opens,
elite.
I think he would be the best. That'd be the best quarterback situation you could go find on the
Okay.
job
If
market
the
right
Chiefs' job opened, that would be even better.
now. Yeah? You think the Chiefs' job is going to open?
No?
Aaron Rodgers, who obviously may have just played his final NFL game, stumped for longtime Steelers coach Mike Tomlin, said it'd be an absolute joke if Tomlin is on the hot seat with the franchise. Said the same thing about LaFleur in Green Bay, but said that's the state of the league today. Not what it was. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts sidestepping endorsing offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo after they lost to the San Francisco 49ers. The heat being turned up for the Eagles' offensive failings in the latter half of the season. It's too soon to think about that. I put my trust in Howie, Nick, and Mr. Lurie.
Who's Howie?
Roseman, GM.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
LSU Tigers make it official. They signed former Arizona State quarterback Sam Levitt. He made the rounds in the portal. All rumors about Kentucky and Miami, but it is LSU. So he'll go play for Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, and I think he posted it on Instagram, and one of the Sun Devils just retweeted it or something, whatever you call on Instagram, and said hoop. Because that was the big thing, is that he played basketball, but they denied it, blah, 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 and he wasn't supposed to be doing it, and he got injured, and that upset Dillingham, and that fractured the relationship, blah, blah, blah.
Utah five-star signee Salesi Moa entered the transfer portal yesterday after enrolling for winter semester at Utah last week. Early expectations are that he will end up at Michigan with Kyle Whittingham.
What a rat fink.
Every time there's another player's name out there, there's another round of that on social media.
Yeah, and then there's nothing said every time they get a transfer for someplace else.
That's different.
They added 2 corners yesterday and a running back.
2 corners and a running back walk into the Utah
The locker room,
facility.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So one guy's a rat fink, but the other ones, that's no big deal, man. These guys are Utes. They were meant to be Utes. Come on, get over it.
BYU adding former Cal linebacker Cade Ulave, who is the top-rated linebacker in the portal. Stanford offensive lineman Zach Yamauchi. Utah State offensive lineman Junior Sepp. Washington offensive lineman Baki Finau. All coming out of the transfer portal. Finau, is he related?
Yeah, sure, they're brothers.
Cousins.
Who decides that he is the number one transfer linebacker?
Probably the
A
same,
group of analysts.
probably the same people who decide who's a 5-star and who's a 4-star
Exactly.
and who's a 3-star.
This cracks me up. The number one transfer portal, the number one court. Says who?
We'll have to track it over time and see if it's more accurate. Does it help them rank accurately
You'll have to do that.
after they? Okay, I'll get right on that.
There's like zero chance I will do that.
I was going to pawn it off on Yak, to be honest. Yak, get me some numbers.
I mean, he's probably a good player, but he's the number one.
He's a Mountain Ridge Sentinel, kid from the state, and has 235 career tackles at Cal over 3 years.
Good for him. He's the number one guy. They got the number one guy. I mean, you can't get any better than that.
Colorado Buffalo standout
This
left
guy's
tackle.
Dick Butkus here.
Colorado Buffalo standout left tackle Jordan Seaton is entering the transfer portal. Expectations are the all-Big 12 performer and former freshman All-American could command $2 million or more.
Well, so Texas Tech will sign him tomorrow.
And away we go.
Early word is Oregon is also in the mix here.
Of course, those would be the two in the, well, I can't say in the West because they're more the Southwest, but not in the Southeast Conference then.
Oregon Ducks had Dylan Royal at quarterback. They're waiting to find out if Dante Moore will return to Eugene for another year or if he is headed to the NFL draft. But they're loaded at quarterback.
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
DJ and PK.
#golf.
PGA Tour announced that Brooks Koepka has been reinstated to return to the tour after defecting to the LIV Tour in 2022.
Who?
Brooks Koepka.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
He will have to make a $5 million contribution to a charity the tour will select. He'll have no access to FedEx Cup bonus money in 2026, no sponsor exemption to the $20 million signature events, and most importantly, no equity grants in the PGA Tour for the next 5 years. The financial hit that Koepka will absorb could be worth anywhere from $50 million to $85 million.
And he won't even notice it.
Because he reportedly got $125 million to leave for the LIV Tour. He did say in a podcast somewhere it was 9 figures, and then 125 ended up being the number that was reported.
So the guy who's saying all this, the rules, is taking over from Monahan is a guy named Brian Rolap, who is a BYU grad. And we, in one category, are better than Brian Rolap.
And what category is that?
I looked at get some information on Rolap. There's 15 things you needed to know. Like one of them is he worked for as a runner at HBO Sports in Las Vegas. He was inducted to the Sports Business Journal's 40 Under Hall of Fame. And also during his years at BYU, Rolap and his college roommate convinced a radio station to put them on the air with a sports talk show. However, due to the show's lack of success, Rolap realized his talents might lie on the business side of sports. So, BR, you ain't got nothing on me, despite your millions. I've been doing it for 25 freaking years.
Yeah. Roll-up went to the PGA Tour from the NFL. There's a thought that he may end up succeeding Roger Goodell someday.
Nah, stick with golf. You get to go to Palm Springs in January. I was there, saw Monahan play, saw Hatback play, DA play.
DJ and PK.
#NHL.
Mammoth back home. Toronto Maple Leafs are in town tonight at the Delta Center. Mike Folta will join us, Utah Hockey Club radio voice on SCG Media. He will join us coming up at 8:30 as the homestand continues. The Columbus Blue Jackets fired head coach Dean Evison yesterday, a day after they actually beat the Mammoth. Thanks for the overtime win. Now get out. Franchise replaces him with Rick Browness as the Blue Jackets' new head coach. We'll talk with Mike Holta coming up at 8:30. Camelot Chief Analytics Officer for Pro Football Sports Network is going to join us coming up at 7:30. It's a Utah Jazz Ticket Tuesday as well. DJ and PK, stay with us. Question of the day following Camelot right here on The Zone.